Hi there. Thanks for joining Elnaz Yoga 360. I want to do a session for weight loss, and today's session is called Weight Loss 101. We're going to have more sessions for weight loss. As you know, it's a very hot topic everywhere, and it's one of the reasons that people do any kind of exercise. So we're going to do basically the same poses, same sequences of vinyasa flow. However, for weight loss, our practice is going to be more flowy, which is going to help with increasing the temperature of the body and also increasing the metabolism. And again, let's do this together.
Makes you feel so lucky. Makes you feel so lucky. Knowing how you're gonna face the day.
So let's come to the child pose. We're going to start with child pose. Just come to the tabletop, and from here widen your knees a little bit wider than your hip, and very gently you're going to sit back all the way and come to the child pose, putting the forehead on the mat. So let's set an intention for your practice. And this is a great place to cultivate your breathing, especially the Ujjayi breath. And the Ujjayi breath is a breath that you inhale and you exhale from the nose. However, when you inhale, the air goes in from the nose and get to the bottom of the throat and gets constricted there. And there is a very gentle humming sound when you're exhaling. This is an example of Ujjayi breath. So when you're ready, gently come back to the tabletop. Just make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. And let's do a few rounds of cat-cow. So we're going to take a breath, open the chest to the front, and exhale, coil your back all the way. Again, take a breath, open the chest to the front, exhale, coil your back, take a breath, open the chest, pull the belly in, and exhale, coil your back. Fourth round, take a breath, open the chest to the front, exhale, coil your back under. And the last one, again, we are opening the chest to the front, collarbones wide, and exhale, squeeze the air out. When you're ready, you're gonna just start to move the hips to the right side. You're doing it in a circumvent movement, kind of as if you're drawing a circle with your butt. This is very helpful to basically soften the joints around the hips for the later practices. Let's do the reverse. Be aware of your breathing all the time. And then from here, you're going to coil your toes under, push to the hips and the thighs, and push them all the way to the back of the room. So we're coming to downward facing dog. Very gently start to pedal your feet one at a time, bending the knees one at a time, giving the stretch to the back of the legs. Keep your palms strong and firm on the ground. And when you're ready, just come to stillness and very gently walk your hands toward your feet. When you get to the feet, stay here in Utanasana. Just let the head and the neck dangle, just release. At the same time, let the stretch happen on the back of the legs. And when you're ready, very gently push to the feet and come all the way to the standing. So you are back into the mountain pose. Coming and standing at the top of the mat. The feet are parallel, hip distance. Let's take a breath. Circle the arms all the way toward the ceiling. Touch palms, gaze up. With the exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Let's do this one more time. Again, circle the arms all the way toward the ceiling. And this time, touch palms, even lean a little bit backward. And with the exhale, you're folding forward all the way to Utanasana. Let's take a breath. Lift your chest halfway. Ardha Utanasana. With the exhale, frame your hands around the feet. Step one at a time back to the plank position. If you need a supported variation, please put the knees down. And you're going to very gently go all the way down on your mat. When you're ready, just reach your arms all the way, to the sides of the body. Let's take a breath. Lift your chest, lift your arms, and lift your legs as if you're flying. And when you're ready, you're going to bring the arms alongside the hips. And slowly come all the way down. One more time. This time, make your hands like a cactus to the sides of your body. Let's take a breath. Lift your arms. Just breathe in and breathe out. And when you're ready, just open your arms and bring it alongside your hips. And gently come back down. And from here, bring your hands next to your ribs. We're going to do one Cobra. Take a breath, lift your chest. Gaze to the front. And exhale back to the floor. Coil your toes under. Keep the knees on the floor, come to the tabletop. Again, putting the knees underneath the hips. And lift the right leg to the hip height. And very gently also lift the left arm. Preferably flex the right foot. Try to find your balance. You're also pulling the belly in, sucking the belly in. When you're ready, very gently with the exhale, you're bringing the knee to the elbow. One more time. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. The third time, knee to the elbow. And we're going to transition. Put the right knee down, lift the left knee to the hip height. Extend the right arm to the front. And take a breath here. With the exhale, bring the left knee to the right elbow. Again, one more time, take a breath. And with the exhale, you're squeezing the body, bringing the left knee to the right elbow. And the third time, again, you're squeezing the body, bringing the left knee to the right elbow. And very gently from here, come back to the tabletop. So, if you don't have any problem with your shoulders or your arms, let's do a little bit of core work while we're here. Coil your toes under. Just lift the kneecaps off the ground. Stay here. Just hover it a few inches above the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. And then bring it down. Just take a deep breath. Let it go. Again, this time we're gonna lift the kneecaps off the ground and push the hips and the thighs all the way to the back of the room, downward facing dog. Again, make sure that you're pressing the palms strong on the floor and try to see if you can lower the heels a little bit closer to the mat. And when you're ready, you're going to step your left foot between your hands, pin the back heel down. You're going to push to the front leg and come all the way to warrior two. Opening the arms, one to the front, aligned with your left foot, and one to the back. Keep your chest open, activate and energize the arms. Let's do a little bit of floating movements here. Let's take a breath, straighten the arm, reach your arms all the way to the ceiling. And exhale, bend the front knee, sit back. Again, take a breath, go all the way up. Straighten the front leg, exhale, bend the front knee, and maybe you can even sit a little bit deeper. One more time, take a breath, exhale back. Two more times. Take a breath, reach your arms all the way up, exhale. One more time, and exhale. And then from here, we're gonna windmill both hands on the ground, coming to the runner's lunge. Keep your right hand where it is and twist to the left side. Open the left arm all the way to the ceiling. Just breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna stay here for another 2 deep breaths. Just lower the upper arm. And from here, push to the plank position. Put the knees down. We're gonna do one push-up together, very gently. Come all the way down, but don't put yourself on the mat, and push back up. From here, put the toes down, lift the knee, and push back to downward facing dog. Stay here for 2 deep breaths. When you're ready, you're going to step your right foot between your hands and pin the back heel down, push to the front leg, come all the way up to warrior two. I'm going to change my location that I see the camera. So make sure the front knee is stacked over the front heel, warrior two, extending the arms, opening the collarbones, and let's do a few floating movements. Straighten the front leg, take a breath, reach your arms all the way to the ceiling, exhale, sink back. One more time, take a breath, reach your arms all the way toward the ceiling, and exhale, sink back. Third time, take a breath, exhale, maybe sit a little bit deeper. Fourth, and exhale, and the fifth, and exhale. And then from here, we're going to windmill both hands on the floor, coming to runner's lunge. Keep the left palm on the floor. Twist to the right and open the right arm toward the ceiling. Keep your back leg engaged. Another breath. When you're ready, lower the hand. And then from here, just put the back knee down, put the top of the foot on the ground, and come to the low lunge, putting the hands at your waist. Again, you can adjust the feet, making sure that the front knee, again, is a stack over the front heel. So make sure that you're not arching your back excessively. keeping your body aligned. And when you're ready, just reach your left arm all the way toward the ceiling. Release your right arm toward the floor and very gently lean to your right side. So we're giving a side body stretch. Very gently come back to the center. And this time you're going to extend both arms toward the ceiling. Energetically activate them. Give that external rotation to the arms. The palms are a little bit turning toward the back of the room. Make sure that you pad your knee if you have any sensitivity on your knee. And make your hands like a cactus. Very gently twist to your right side. Staying here for another 2 breaths. By this time, you might have felt like that your temperature has gone up, the body heat. Very gently come back to the center. Put your hands on the floor. Let's do a little bit of floating movements again here. Reach forward, take a breath. You can see that my knee is even passing my heel, and I'm giving more stretch on the left hip flexor. And with exhale, you're leaning backward, straightening the front leg, kind of giving the stretch to the front leg. Again, preferably flexing the foot. If you can, again, one more time, reach to the front, open the chest toward the front. With the exhale, you're leaning backward. And the last time, again, go to the front. Take a breath here, and with the exhale, you're leaning backward. And when you're ready, just come back to the normal tabletop, putting the knees underneath the hips, and we're going to do the left side, putting the left foot between your hands and coming all the way to the low lunge. So I'm going to actually change my location again to have a better view of the camera. So making sure that you're patting your right underneath the right knee. Keep your alignment. When you feel that you have your balance, you're going to reach your right arm all the way toward the ceiling, release the left arm toward the floor, and very gently just lean to the left side, giving the side body stretch all the way to the right side of the body. Be aware of your breathing. And this time, reach both arms toward the ceiling. Energetically activate the arms. Give that external rotation toward the arms. The palms are a little bit facing toward the back of the room, as if the outer arms are turning toward the front and the inner arms are turning toward the back of the room. When you're ready, just bring your hands like a cactus next to your body, and very gently you're twisting to the left side. Just breathe in and breathe out. And when you're ready, come back to the center. Put your hands on the floor. Let's do that floating movement. So basically, I'm little bit leaning forward. Even if you want, you can adjust the location of your back knee. So leaning forward, opening the chest to the front, taking a breath, giving that a stretch to the right hip flexor, and with the exhale, I'm coiling back all the way, flexing the front foot, stretching. One more time. Take a breath. Go all the way to the front. With the exhale, flexing the left foot. One more time. Take a breath. And with the exhale, you're flexing the left foot, giving that a stretch all the way to the back of the leg. And when you're ready, You're gonna, from here, you're gonna come back to the tabletop, coil your toes under, and push the hips and the thighs toward the back of the room, downward facing dog. Again, staying here for 2 deep breaths. When you're ready, this time walk your feet toward your hands. When you get there, this is called Utanasana. Just let the head and the neck dangle. Let's take a breath. Lift your chest halfway, hands on the shin, Ardha Utanasana. Exhale back to Utanasana. And from here, push to the feet and come all the way up. Circle the arms all the way toward the ceiling. Touch palms and bring your hands to your heart. Back to the mountain pose or Tadasana. Great job so far. So the ending part of this session is going to be a chair pose. So you can keep the feet parallel, again at hip distance. Bend your knees and sink back. When you're ready, you're going to reach your arms to the front and up. Again, here we are giving that external rotation to the arms, pulling the belly in, keeping the feet strong, and we want the weight to be on the heels. As you can see, when I can lift the toes off the ground. If you have any issue with the knees, you don't want to go so deep. Keep it a little bit loose. So again, staying here for another couple of breaths. If you have any tension on the shoulders, you can bring the arms toward the front, facing exactly to the front of the room. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's come all the way up. This is a very intense pose. It's going to make you sweat, and you will feel that basically it's going to increase the metabolism. Let's do this one more time, and then we're almost done. So again, we're going to sink back to the chair pose. Just gently direct your fingers all the way to the front of the room. Weights are on the heels. Breathe in and breathe out. And gently come back all the way to the standing. Bring the hands to your heart. Great job so far. Let's have a seat. And let's do one hip opening as a stretch. You can bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Elongate the upper body. If you feel this is already too much, just stay here. If you feel you can maybe go deeper, then reach your arms very gently to the front of the room, to your front basically. Just walk your hands a little bit further, giving more stretch to the hips and groins. Breathe in and breathe out. When you're ready, gently come back up. Just sit simple class. We're almost done with weight 101. So if you feel that some places were too intense, you're always welcome to do a variation, put the knees down, or even if you don't want to do a vinyasa, you can always go to the warrior two directly from the standing position. I hope that you enjoyed, and stay tuned for Weight Loss 102. Also, I wanted to add that I'm running live free yoga sessions through Zoom twice a week. Currently, it's Saturdays and Wednesdays. And if you want to get the details of the Zoom, please follow me on my Instagram, Elnaz Yoga 360, to get the details. I would be glad to see you there as well. Thanks for joining. Namaste.